Yeah, you're probably right. But hey, we're going to give it our best shot. We'll see you at the movies.
The Adventures of Joe Dirt.
And I've got to figure out a way to sell more fireworks. I'm going broke with this venture also. Snakes and sparklers.
You need things that explode, things that go boom.
Why is that good?
You might as well ask, why are trees good? Why are sunsets good? Why is Mountain Dew good, man? Man, firecrackers. You stick them in mailboxes, you stick them in toilets, they go boom. So you're going to tell me you don't have any black cats, no Roman candles, or screaming memes?
No.
Oh, come on, man. You don't have no lady fingers, buzz bottles, snicker bombs, church burners, finger blasters, gut busters, zippity doos?
Oh, I don't.
You're gonna stand there owning a fireworks stand and tell me you don't have any whistling bungholes, no spleen splitters, whiskey biscuits, honky lighters, husky doos, husky don'ts, cherry bombs, nipsy daisies, with or without the scooter stick, or one single whistling kitty chaser?
Because snakes and sparklers are the only ones I like.
Well, that might be your problem. It's not what you like, it's the consumer. But nothing says happy birthday, America, like a little Joe Dirt. Am I right? But if it's your first time here at C3, this week's a little bit different. We're doing our Crosskids Takeover, and let's give them a round of applause for doing awesome worship today. And we're starting one of our favorite series here at C3, At the Movies. We like to do it in the summertime. It's something a little bit different, kind of breaks things up. And you might be asking yourself, I actually had someone ask me this week, why would your church show movies? I actually had somebody ask my son one time, it's like, I heard all you do at C3 is show movies. So why would you show a movie at church? And that's a great question. And the disciples kind of had the same question for Jesus. They had the leaders teaching the Bible in the temple, and the disciples were like, hey, Jesus, why are you always telling these weird stories, talking about like a farmer throwing seed and different soils, and a lady looking for a coin and a lost couch, and having a party for a sheep that you found? Why would you tell those kind of stories? Why not just be like the other temple leaders? And he said, he had a great answer in Matthew 13. He said, you guys are on the inside. You guys already know all this stuff. You already know how it works. I'm just trying to give it people in their terms, something a little different, bring it down to earth for them so it's easy to understand. And that's why we're doing this at the movies. And today we're going to watch The Incredibles with this first clip.
High-speed pursuit between police and armed gunmen is underway, traveling northbound on San Pablo Avenue.
Yeah, I've got time.
Oh, Mr. Incredible, oh, Mr. Incredible.
What is it, ma'am?
My speaker won't come down.
Certainly, ma'am, but I suggest you stand clear. There could be trouble.
No, he's quite tame.
Let go now.
Mr. Incredible. You've done it again.
Yeah, you're the best.
No, I'm just here to help.
Attention all units. We have a tour bus robbery into the...
Tour bus robbery. I've still got time. Officers?
Mr. Incredible is a great guy. He's incredible. He's what every guy wants to be. Strong, superpowers, saving the world one person at a time. And today I'm going to talk about someone that's incredible in the Bible we don't talk about a lot. And his name is Peter. He was a rugged, hot-tempered fisherman that Jesus called to be one of his disciples. And Peter did pretty incredible things in the Bible. He was the first to declare Jesus as the Son of God. He preached on the day of Pentecost. And one time he was just walking along, and there was a crippled guy sitting there. And he was asking Peter, do you have any money? So he was kind of begging for money. He just needed help. And Peter said, man, I don't have any money. He said, silver and gold I have none. But what I do have is the power of Jesus. And he said, get up and walk. And immediately the guy was healed. Peter did all these incredible things, went along healing people. He actually walked on water one time. And as incredible as Mr. Incredible is, and the movie we're watching today, and even some cool things that Peter did, Jesus is our ultimate superhero. And in John 14:12, he says this, for those who believe in me, they will not only do things that I've done. So if you believe in Jesus, he says, you won't only do the things I've done, but they, which is you in here, will do greater things than me. So Jesus said, I did some awesome things while I was in here on earth. I did some incredible things. Peter did some incredible things, but you will do greater than me. And when I look at that, and I think about, like, what is that telling me? That we will do greater things than Jesus? Is that some kind of metaphor? What is he saying? He's like, if you're a parent here, you might go, I'm just trying to get through life. I'm just trying to pay my bills, be a decent parent, and now you guys want us to be a good neighbor all the time. I can barely do that. And he's saying better things than him? I'm supposed to do better things than him? And that's kind of what Peter was thinking. Maybe if you're a kid in here, you're thinking, man, I just got to get through school. I just got to remember my locker combination. I'm just trying to get this girl to talk to me. And you're saying, I'm going to be greater than Jesus? Because if you're like me, I don't feel great. I mess up all the time. I can't keep to those standards. I just feel like my life is mediocre. And we're going to see how Mr. Incredible deals with his mediocre life.
In a stunning turn of events, a superhero is being sued for saving someone who apparently didn't want to be saved. The plaintiff, Oliver Sansweet, who was foiled in his attempted suicide by Mr. Incredible, has filed suit against the famed superhero in Superior Court.
Mr. Sansweet didn't ask to be saved. Mr. Sansweet didn't want to be saved. And the injury received from Mr. Incredible's actions, so-called, causes him daily pain.
Hey, I saved your life!
You didn't save my life, you ruined my death. That's what the...
Listen, my client has no further comment at this time.
5 days later, another suit was filed by the victims of the L train accident. Incredible's court losses cost the government millions and opened the floodgates for dozens of superhero lawsuits the world over.
It is time for their secret identity to become their only identity. Time for them to join us or go away.
Under tremendous public pressure and the crushing financial burden of an ever-mounting series of lawsuits, the government quietly initiated the Superhero Relocation Program. The supers would be granted amnesty from responsibility for past actions in exchange for the promise to never again resume hero work. Where are they now? They are living among us, average citizens, average heroes, quietly and anonymously continuing to make the world a better place.
Maybe that's what Jesus was saying to us, just like the Incredibles. Maybe we're just supposed to be average people making the world a better place. So what are we supposed to do? You're probably sitting there like, I can't go up to everyone. I can't go up to everyone and ask if they know Jesus. I can't possibly be a good neighbor to everyone. I can't save everyone. I can't be there for everyone. I can't go out on a limb like that. I can't put myself out there like that. And I wonder if that's how Peter felt. Talked about all the incredible things Peter did. He preached, he healed people, he walked on water. He was a disciple of Jesus. And what most of us know Peter by is his mistake. We know Peter by his sins, denying Jesus. So I'm wondering today, if you're sitting there thinking, what mistake have you made that people label you by? What have you messed up? That's how you feel like your identity is. So Jesus is being tried, and ultimately he's going to be crucified. And during that process, Peter's just simply sitting on a park bench. And some little girl walks up to him and says, "Hey, don't you know him? Don't you know Jesus?" And Peter's like, "Nah, I don't know him. I don't know who that is." Peter don't only deny him once, he don't deny him twice. He actually denies him 3 times. And ultimately, that's what we know Peter by, his great sin. But if you kind of look at the situation a little bit different, it was a tough time. Like I said, Jesus was being tried. They were yelling, "Crucify him." It was a tough time to be labeled as a follower for Jesus. Some people say it is today. Some people say it always has been. And the crowds, they're cheering, "Crucify him, crucify him." He's like, man, maybe if I say, "Yeah, I know Jesus," maybe they'll crucify me too. Maybe they'll snatch me up. Maybe they'll snatch my family up. Maybe they'll snatch my friends up. Maybe he was just scared. And I'll be so bold to say, I messed up a lot. And maybe I would do the same thing. Maybe you would do the same thing. You might be there too. We are all just like Peter. And maybe you're feeling guilty today from the mistake you made that you're labeled by, or a mistake you made in the past. And maybe you're just sitting there, you're like, I don't feel guilty at all. Maybe that's your problem today. But we say it all the time that Jesus loves us too much to keep us the same. Jesus always wants us to be better. Let's see what happens to the Incredibles.
That we are.
Sit down, Bob. I'm not happy, Bob. Not happy. Ask me why.
Okay. Why?
Why what? Be specific, Bob.
Why are you unhappy?
Your customers make me unhappy.
What? You've gotten complaints?
Complaints I can handle. What I can't handle is your customers' inexplicable knowledge of InsureCare's inner workings. They're experts, Bob, exploiting every loophole, dodging every obstacle. They're penetrating the bureaucracy.
Did I do something illegal?
No.
Are you saying we shouldn't help our customers?
The law requires that I answer no.
We're supposed to help people.
We're supposed to help our people, starting with our stockholders, Bob. Who's helping them out, huh? Bob, a company
is like an enormous clock.
Yes, precisely. It only works if all the little cogs mesh together. Now, a clock needs to be clean, well lubricated, and wound tight. The best clocks have jewel movements, cogs that fit, that cooperate by design. I'm being metaphorical, Bob. You know what I mean by cooperative cogs? Bob? Look at me when I'm talking to you, Par!
That man out there, he needs help.
Do not change the subject, Bob. We're discussing your attitude.
He is getting mugged.
Well, let's hope we don't cover him.
I'll be right back.
Stop right now, or you're fired! Close the door. Get over here now. I'm not happy, Bob. Not happy.
He got away.
Good thing, too. You were this close to losing your teeth.
Uh-oh. How is he?
He'll live.
I'm fired, aren't I?
Oh, you think?
What can I say, Rick?
Nothing you haven't said before.
Someone was in trouble.
Someone's always in trouble.
I had to do something.
Yeah. Every time you say those words, it means a month and a half of trouble for me, Bob. It means hundreds of thousands of taxpayers' dollars.
I know.
We got to pay to keep the company quiet. We got to pay damages, erase memories, relocate your family. Every time it gets harder. Money, 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 money. We can't keep doing this, Bob. We appreciate what you did in the old days, but those days are over. From now on, you're on your own. Listen, Bob. Maybe I could relocate you, for old time's sake.
No, I can't do that to my family again. Everyone just got settled out. I'll make it work. Thanks.
Take care of yourself.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I don't know. Something Amazing, I guess.
Me too, kid. Huh? Hold still?
Match, Mr. Incredible. Room is secure. Commence message.
Hello, Mr. Incredible. Yes, we know who you are. Rest assured your secret is safe with us. My name is Mirage. We have something in common. According to the government, neither of us exist. Please pay attention as this message is classified and will not be repeated. I represent a top secret division of the government, designing and testing experimental technology, and we have need of your unique abilities. Something has happened at our remote testing facility.
Honey!
Huh? What?
Dinner's ready.
Okay.
Although it is contained within an isolated area, it threatens to cause incalculable damage to itself and to our facilities, jeopardizing hundreds of millions of dollars worth of equipment and research.
Is someone in there?
It's the TV, trying to watch.
Because of its highly sensitive nature.
Well,
this mission
stop
does not
crying. It's time for dinner.
1 minute.
If you accept, your payment will be triple your current annual salary. Call the number on the card. Voice matching will be used to ensure security. The supers aren't gone, Mr. Incredible. You're still here. You can still do great things. Or you can listen to police scanners. Your choice. You have 24 hours to respond. Think about it.
This message will self-destruct. This is your automated captain. Would you care for more mimosa?
Don't mind if I do. Thanks.
You're welcome. Currently 78 degrees in Nomanasan. Perfect weather for flying. Please fasten your seatbelt. We're beginning our descent.
Hello, Mr. Incredible. Nice suit.
Thanks. Nice to be back. Mirage. Wait here and stay hidden. I'm going in.
Well, what? I watch helplessly from the sidelines? I don't think so.
I'm asking you to wait with the kids.
And I'm telling you, not a chance. You're my husband, I'm with you. For better or worse.
I have to do this alone.
What is this to you? Playtime?
No.
So you can be Mr. Incredible again?
No.
Then what? What is it?
I'm not.
Not what?
I'm not strong enough.
Strong enough. And this will make you stronger?
Yes. No.
That's what this is? Some sort of workout?
I can't lose you again. I can't. Not again. I'm not strong enough.
If we work together, you won't have to be.
I don't don't know what will happen.
Hey, we're superheroes. What can happen?
Violet?
Go!
Get closer! It doesn't work! Kid! No.
Let's do anything.
Let's just try to buy us some time.
Try the one next to it.
Wait a minute.
Press that button again! No! The other one! The first one!
First button! Got it! It's getting closer! Look out! Get out of here, kids! Find a safe spot! Not going anywhere!
Press the button!
Not yet!
What are you waiting for?
A closer target! You got one shot!
Everybody does!
Hey, Zone.
So Mr. Incredible here, he messed up, but ultimately he was able to be incredible again. The thing I thought was interesting, he didn't do it on his own. He had his family, he had his friends, but Jesus is telling us today that we don't have to do it on our own. Jesus is there for us. And Peter did the same. After his famous mess up, his famous mistake, his famous sin, what we all know Peter by, denying Jesus 3 times, and even just telling that little girl, like, nah, I don't know him. He said he didn't know him. Jesus ultimately died, obviously. 3 days later, he rose again. But before he ascended into heaven, before he went back to heaven, after he rose from the grave, he made a pit stop. The disciples, after Jesus died, they really didn't know what to do. So they went back to doing what they always did. They just went back to fishing. So Jesus stops by, and he immediately went to Peter. And he went to Peter and he said, Peter, do you love me? Peter, do you love me? Even after Peter messed up and he actually denied him 3 times, Jesus made a point to go to Peter and said, do you love me? And he said, of course, Jesus, I love you. Of course I do. He said, then feed my sheep. Jesus said again, Peter, do you love me? For the second time, he said, Peter, do you love me? He said, of course I do, Jesus. He said, then go feed my sheep. Then again, 3 times, Jesus said, do you love me? And by this time, Peter, he's a hot-tempered fisherman. He's like, Jesus, what are you saying? I just answered you twice. Of course I love you. He said, then go feed my sheep. Jesus knew the answer. He didn't have to ask him 3 times. So why did he ask him? Because he needed to know that Peter needed to know that he loved him. Even after he committed all those sins and he was labeled for always messing up, Jesus said, I love you. Go feed my sheep. As we get ready to close today, that's the true freedom today. Today we celebrate, this weekend we celebrate our country's freedom, our independence. And here Jesus is saying, not only can you have that independence here on earth, you can have that independence through life. And Jesus is offering us the ultimate freedom today. Freedom from all your mistakes. Freedom for anything that you've been labeled for. Maybe you're like, man, I really messed up. You don't know what I've done. Or you don't know what I did yesterday. Or you don't know what I did last week. Jesus is saying, I love you. Go feed my sheep. That's what he's saying to us today. No matter where you're at in life, no matter where you're at, Jesus loves you. He can overcome any mistake. Jesus is saying, stop holding onto your past. Quit being known for your past. Be known for loving me. Be known for being my child. Be known for loving God. Be known for loving others. Be known for loving your neighbor. And that's how truly we become incredible. Let's pray today. God, thank you for this time this morning. Thank you for this group of people. Thank you for our amazing children and their worship today. It's so awesome to see children who truly love you. God, we thank you for our freedom this morning. Of course, we thank you for our freedom in our country, but ultimately, we thank you for our freedom from sin that only you can provide. And I pray that whoever's here today, maybe they're feeling guilty for something they've messed up. Maybe they feel guilty for something they're doing now. Or maybe they don't feel guilty at all, and you just need to show them that. So right where we're at today, God, I ask that you come into our life and you help us to realize that we're bigger than any mistake we've ever made. And the only reason we're bigger than that is through you for forgiving us. And if you're here today and you're like, man, I don't feel incredible. I don't feel like it. There's something missing in my life. There's something that I don't even know what's missing, but I know something's missing. I feel lonely. I feel like a mess up all the time. But God's saying, you know what? I'm here for you. And if you've never asked Jesus into your life, I want to give you that opportunity today. The opportunity today to have true freedom in every part of your life. Right where you're at, all you have to say is a simple prayer. Jesus made it super, super simple for you today. All you have to say is, Jesus, I know I'm a sinner. I know I've messed up. I know my life is pretty jacked up right now. But I come to you today, God, asking forgiveness. I know you sent your son to die on the cross. I know 3 days later he rose again. So today I ask you make my life incredible. I ask that you make my life yours. I'm ready to follow you in every aspect of my life. And with no one looking around this morning, if you said that prayer for the very first time, I just love you to raise your hand and put it right back down. We're not going to embarrass you. I'm not going to make you come up front, nothing like that. Just want to celebrate with you and get you some resources today. Anyone at all.